everyone. We are doing a quick Facebook Live this Friday. I didn't think we were going to be able to do one because we're in Dallas.
Yeah.
And away from our regular surroundings.
Yeah.
I am here for Girls Club. Is it backwards for you? With Sally Clarkson and her daughters, Sarah and Joy. And Gary came with me, drove me here. And Reagan, are you here? Reagan, hi. We just thought we'd do a real quick one and talk about friendship. That's what this is all about. Girls Club is about friendship among women. And so I thought, hey, we'll just do a quick one about friendship in your marriage with your husband or your wife, whichever one you have. Sorry. So anyway, we were on the way here. Gary happened to say that I was his best friend, and he has said that a couple of times. Reagan is so excited for me, I know. I wish all my homies were here with me for
That would be wild.
Girls Club getaway.
That would be cool.
We'll have to have our own someday. We'll be famous like Sally Clarkson, one of us at least.
Yeah, I have
Hopefully
to
one of
invite.
us.
To invite the others down. Yeah.
Who of us will be famous?
I'll just get you to the airport. I'll go back home.
No, you gotta always be with me because you're my best friend. He's my best friend. Actually, he's been with me through everything. You know, there's no friendship like marriage. Really. I mean, really, I've been thinking about that because, like,
How it's supposed to be.
yeah, it is how God made it, and friendship with women is extremely important too. I mean, we just understand each other so much better. But
Imagine that.
this guy has hung with me through thick and thin, pretty much sickness and health, you know, the vows, yeah. So I was just thinking how special and wonderful and valuable it is to have such a good friend as, you know, the blessing of having a husband or a wife. And he who finds a wife finds a good thing, so I'll turn it over to you.
Wow, imagine that. It's
Good
my
transition.
turn, huh? Make me talk. Okay. Well, issues of friendship anyway. I mean, really, the truth of the matter is that you can never have too many, and certainly don't need any adversaries at all. You know.
Friends are better than enemies, that's for sure.
Yeah, and depending on your personality type, you know, one or the other may come pretty hard, especially the more introverted you are. It's probably harder to make friends, and the more of an extrovert.
Yeah.
Being more people-oriented than project-oriented, it's easy to make a lot of friends. However, all those in between can pretty much agree on one thing, is that finding somebody that you really can count on are slim to none.
Yeah, it's really hard to find a good friend.
It seems funny as time progresses with all the distractions, sensationalism, issues of economy, you know, where people have to practically struggle. I mean,
Hi, Jenny.
a lot of us have gone from just surviving to actually begin to live again. And finding that place of abundance where a lot of people take so much for granted. They have no idea how good they've got it.
Hi, Anna.
The issue of gratitude carries miles. Everyone needs to learn to be a lot more thankful because,
Yeah.
you know, you can say, well, man, I owe everybody and their brother. Well, are you still walking? Do you need a wheelchair? Do you need a cane? I mean, can you breathe without requiring some sort of apparatus?
Sometimes you're not thankful for something until you don't have it
Yeah,
anymore,
oh
or
my
you don't
gosh,
have
yeah.
it for a
Oh, yeah.
while.
Lose your health and you find out,
Yeah.
oh, how much is that worth? It's worth everything.
Yeah. Hi, Jenny.
Oh my God. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Is the phone?
Gary is kind of between jobs, but kind of has his other job waiting for him, but he wants to see what else there is.
Yeah.
He's getting all these calls from recruiters
It's ridiculous.
all day long.
Anyways, friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Issue of friendship. it's imperative for both the man and the woman. As time progresses, you get to know each other better, and things that you were insecure about, issues that you're concerned about being criticized or whatever, all that fades away, all that disappears. And the sooner you can get past the insecurities, the sooner you can get past the issues of what you feel uncomfortable with, the better. Because that's when the relationship really starts to grow. Like we had talked about before, the issue of a covenant is just a sign and recognition of commitment. And it also recognizes the divine in being a part of it, which of course he's the one that established it anyways. Just like something that you would want to work, if you had an issue with it, for example, if you had a Vizio panel, you would not take it to Panasonic to fix it.
Right.
If you had an Apple Watch that wasn't working, you wouldn't take it to Timex or what is that, Armtron or anybody else like that over in Hong Kong to fix it. You'd have the manufacturer take care of it. So it makes sense to include the one that designed basically the building block of all structures, of all human organizations, which is the family.
Right.
And it starts with the man and woman. It starts with marriage. Aside from that, as I was getting to, the issue of intimacy demands vulnerability. And it's pretty hard for anybody to be vulnerable if you have any kind of insecurities, any kind of issues of self-doubt,
Trisha.
of worth.
Hi, Trisha.
You don't want to be questioning your own value. You need to have that resolve.
Yes.
And if anybody you should be able to trust, it should be your spouse. It should be your better half. If you can't, you have a problem, and you need to resolve it. As I said earlier, I mean, the beginning of your relationship and all, everybody's marriage basically starts off about the same way. You're just getting to know each other, and that whole part of growing in life together, you're just getting started. But after a couple of years, you should be a little closer. You should know each other a little better.
Hey, Vanessa. Thanks for coming on.
So it's good to be honest with each other, to be open with each other,
Yes.
and
Trust each other.
trust. Yeah, any kind of issues with the defensive is usually a sign that you've got something you need to fix. You've got something that you need to be honest with yourself about. And yeah.
If you're having trouble with, especially if you're having trouble with your husband or wife, and like you're having trouble with this person and that person and another person, you might think, oh, well, I'm the common denominator here. Maybe I'm the problem. So there could be something that you need to do some heart work yourself.
Yeah.
And deal with. And another thing that you said, gratitude, and I think that's really important because you can start to just really focus and just totally think all the time about he does this all the time or she does that all the time. And even just start really thinking really negative thoughts and just keep on entertaining those thoughts, and just you can get to the place where you're just like, I don't even know why I ever married him or her, and don't let yourself go there. And instead, you will probably need the help of the Creator, as Gary was talking about before, to get out of that kind of a cycle and to get into gratitude and into the good points and the things that you love about him, the things that that drew you to that person in the first place. And sometimes you have to remind yourself, and sometimes you just have to take those thoughts captive and throw them out, the ones that are negative. And if it really is behavior, if it really is stuff that your spouse is doing, then you have to be the bigger person And you just have to keep loving unconditionally, and your love will probably get them to change because they will see, oh wow, and you ask the Lord to convict them too. And all of that together, if you've got the respect and the love and the trust and gratitude, and you're keeping those things alive in your relationship, and you're staying close to the Lord, whatever has been going on, whatever controversy, whatever conflict, whatever hard times you're having in your fellowship with your mate, should resolve because you're taking care of those basic things.
As time progresses, we change too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy with a new situation, a new circumstance, new job, moving on to something or somewhere else. It's easy to get caught up with a circumstance and to forget each other.
Mm-hmm.
The whole issues of infidelity, one of those that even started the grounds for most was the fact that they no longer shared any real quality time together.
Yeah.
They never really talked. There was no real communication. There was no, sharing things like, what they were thinking about, what they were dreaming about.
You can get lonely in your marriage.
Oh my God, yeah.
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 And look for somebody else to be a friend.
Oh,
and
yeah.
to the
You
opposite sex,
you start
you're in
talking to
trouble.
somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
and just like we were talking about gratitude too, as well, that the issue is that you focus on the things that are good, not on those things that are bad, because even in the moments, things pass, things change.
Yeah.
And
things are always going to get better.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
too
eternal
it's too,
optimist.
It's too easy to get caught up with the
Tomorrow's going to be
criticism.
a new day.
Yeah. It's too easy to get caught up with the criticism.
Yeah.
Trying to find
that
fault.
takes you down a bad road.
Yo,
fault finding is terrible.
Good God.
Yeah.
It's not cool at all. It's not good at all. I mean, you start making a list, and I'm telling you, you're going to start.
You got to get yourself.
The truth of the matter is, you could say, well, I started off with the wrong person. Well, case in point is, everyone has their faults. Everyone has their pros, their cons, their weaknesses, their strengths. I don't care who it is. You're not.
Nobody's perfect.
No.
You're not going to find.
You're not going to find
person
the individual that's going to be flawless. That's going to make you happy every minute and moment of your life. That's not reality. It's not the truth. It just doesn't work that way. And that's what the whole thing.
Love covers a multitude of sins. That's where the love, you have to kick up the love.
Yeah, the whole part of me, myself, and I mean, that's where it kind of gets shoved over a little.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also where things start growing together. This is where things that seem offensive, they start dissipating. And, you should be open with your spouse. You should be honest with them about certain things. If there's something ain't right, don't sit in silence and not say anything.
Right.
If you're wonderment about something, and it makes you feel bad, it makes you feel insecure in your relationship, especially if it makes you feel insecure in your relationship. Oh my God, you need to say something.
Yeah.
Because things left unsaid, oh my gosh, they can grow into a hotbed of all kinds of trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about how you feel about yourself, about your relationship. I mean, you can definitely put some separation in the means of miles.
You're going to mess up your life if you keep on going down that road.
And definitely do not keep friends, individuals in your life. And I'm talking about guys, men that talk to you, and girls. You have your female friends,
girlfriends,
you girlfriends.
Or your homies.
If they're talking down,
my homies are good.
They're talking down about your man. If they're talking down about your marriage, you need to find some new friends.
Exactly.
Because anybody that starts telling you, "Oh, you need to do something different," you'd be surprised at how many relationships, especially those that were 30 plus, where a lot of them got talked out of the relationship because of their so-called quote-unquote friends, and then later on realize they both made a horrible mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that's like in
Through a lot of-
Fireproof.
yeah.
In the movie Fireproof.
through a lot of reconciliation, actually got themselves back together again and realized that it was a mistake.
Those conversations
For those
were not
that
helping.
for those that could admit it, for those that could go through, because the whole issue of saying you're sorry and taking that chance of being hurt again, issues of rejection or anything. The constant of the three that's been the hardest for most to deal with is the issues of betrayal, of rejection, of abandonment. Those are wounding,
Yeah.
and you don't want to get caught up with feeling that way about something. If something isn't right, definitely remember the four corners of of relationship. One of those is that it's a matter of communication. If there isn't any, then man, there went the main block. The second is the issue of trust. The third, that of respect, and the fourth, that of affirmation. You better like the person that you're in a relationship, and for who you're
Have
married
fun
to.
together.
Yeah, you
Do
better.
things to have fun together and make it happen.
Yeah.
Make time for it. I gotta go because I gotta
You gotta
get
go.
there for chocolate
Oh yeah.
at 6:30 at Girls Club. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick and say hello. I'm glad you all came. Vanessa, Trisha, who else was here? I can't even remember now. Anna and Jenny and Reagan and whoever happens to come on later. Thank you for coming on. We will be back next Friday for Relationally Speaking. And we love you and have a great week.
Bye,
Keep
guys.
your marriage strong.